shimmy, cocoa puff. Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa puff. That's how I know. I'm the worst with lyrics, dog. You know that. Shimmy, shimmy.
That's the best song on that album, I think.
Are we gonna talk about this album again?
No.
All right.
I just want you to know that that's how I feel. I feel like this whole operation
It's based on that album.
No. This whole operation is based on me telling you how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
okay.
one day I was thinking, I was like, how do I get Frankie to listen to me? Like, how do I get him to understand how I feel? And I was like, got it.
How?
Put a microphone in our face, and then he's gonna have to listen and like respond. You know, like
Seriously.
kind of hear me out a little bit. You know, like not all of it, just hear me out a little bit.
Yeah, cause I don't listen.
But like, kind of have to a little bit. And I was like, yeah, this is how he's gonna listen to me.
What a fucking crazy adventure we've done, huh?
And so like you see right now,
Yeah.
you just listen to me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got me listening.
Like
to
mics
you.
are hot, okay, Pancho, hey, well, let me listen to this.
Yeah, cause you're right, food. Like, I don't listen, and I don't do it to just you. I do it to people who we had on the like as guests, real life. I just don't have the capability of listening.
Elementary teachers,
Yeah,
middle school teachers,
correctional officers,
all of them,
POs, all them motherfuckers. I never listened to them. How many times did they tell me don't leave the house? And then I would tell you, damn fool, I gotta get an Uber. I gotta go to the fucking office because I threw away the trash. And then you're like, isn't that like leaving the house?
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, but like I'm still here though, and like, but they told you not to leave the house.
Yeah. So to anybody out there that wants Frankie to listen to them, just make a podcast. Make a podcast and make Frankie the host, and then you chime in every now and then his motherfucker will listen to you.
What a fucking 99, bro.
Yes, sir. 99. I like that number.
99-cent store is not even 99.
99. Did you ever play hide and go seek? And you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 99, 900. Here I come. That's us right now, bro.
We did that.
You could be a new audience member or old audience member. Guess what? 98, 99, ready or not, here we come.
What a fucking adventure, dog.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Little Brown Boys podcast. We're coming to you straight from the hood. You already know, your neighborhood's favorite podcast. We're live in the studio on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, this is like a miscalculated. Like this is like an emergency episode, but in reality, I'm really happy that it's just me and you in the stew right now, because 99, fool. 99 episodes of the Little Brown Boys podcast. Think about that.
Yep, and we're doing it like we used to do it in the first one.
The very first one. Just me and you.
You and I.
Just me and you.
Me and you, you're so narcissistic.
Me and you.
El burro se dice el último.
Chadap.
You don't even speak Spanish, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro.
I know. I was attacked on Instagram. Fuck out of you, man.
Anyways,
moving on.
It's been an adventure doing this shit, bro.
But like everything we've talked about, like we've come across, you know, like I remember when we first started this project, we were hot. Like I was super excited. I was so excited. I would hit you up and tell you like, hey, I got coffees. Like we would go to your apartment in Cerritos and record in your room that was probably like the size of 7 feet by 7 feet.
Yeah.
And you had one desk, one TV, one PS4, one bed, one little chair,
one shot,
one opportunity. Do not miss your chance to blow. This
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we bought microphones out of Amazon, and I would Zelle you or Venmo you like, here's for my microphone, and we did that shit, fool. And then like we released the first ones on SoundCloud, and the first ones were like only our homies heard, right? Our little homies and shit. And they told us that was fucking hilarious, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we got inspiration to do more. But then, you know, life and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we weren't really consistent.
And it's been an adventure just in the fact that we've grown.
Right.
You know, like we're not doing the same thing we were doing back then.
Right.
Like I'm not at Cerritos.
Right.
It's not just a laptop no more.
Right.
It's not even the same mics.
Yeah.
Like there's so many wires in this bitch right now.
Fuck. Wires.
Like there's wires.
Wires.
And like that's what people don't get. I don't know if they do or don't, but there's a lot of wires involved.
Wires.
And like the adventure of like going to Guitar Center, going to fucking the swap meet, offer up to get the chairs. Just the adventure of we're working towards this thing. We're just taking little steps, little by little. And that, like, people get here, like, our latest episodes with the guests, like, oh, this setup is cool. Like, they don't get where we started at with the hand-me-down desk. With the fucking, like, this is all we got. This is what we're doing. And like, the adventure of fucking, like, returning shit, fucking recording episodes, not dropping them because we were like, that shit's whack or it's weird.
I was smiling hard right now.
You know what I'm
about to give you guys, we're going to give you an insight of like the hardships and also like the accomplishments, you know, of doing this project. Like, for example, you know, we've created some friendships, bro. Some pretty cool ass and kudos and salute you guys to everybody who actually like believed in us and came and hung out with us and got to know us in a personal level. We're not bad people. We're I mean, yeah, we might say some outlandish shit, but at the end of the day, we're just like you guys. Like we're just guys that go to work, come back home, you know, shower, eat dinner, and like create these ideas. But like these friendships, fool, that, and then you see them growing too. You know, not only us, bro. You see them growing. And like they invite us over to their projects. Amazing, bro. It's fucking, this adventure has been very, very fruitful. And I encourage anybody out there to take a step forward and just go for it, man. Like we've been saying this for like, I don't know how many episodes already. Like just take the first step. Practically every episode. And then this is what 99 was, the episode 99, what I wanted, how to start it off. Why? Just me and you, like, looking eye to eye.
This is the let's get gay episode. We're gonna get gay right now for a little bit, and not even like in a bad way. Like we're gonna like talk about feelings and maybe me and you are lovers,
really
bro.
Silent in this bitch, dog.
Yeah, maybe me and you are lovers, bro. Who knows?
Yeah, who the fuck knows,
let's come out today.
All right. Hold on. First of all, let's a giant in the room right now is an elephant. That fucking for some fucking reason, fool. Our plants keep dying, bro. And I named them, fool. I named them. That was Panchita over there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Pancho. I was like Panchita over there. She passed away, dog.
Passed away, dog.
R.I.P. Panchita.
This is not Panchita, right?
Yeah, that's Franca. Or I don't know. You name her.
Josefina or something.
Josefina sounds right.
I like guy names that become girl names. Yeah. Like Francisca,
Victoria,
or Jesusa.
I've never.
You ever made a Chuya before?
Oh, Chuya, yeah.
This is Chuya right here. This is Chuya because it's Francisca.
Chuya is fire. Chuya. I like that.
Well, everybody, welcome Chuya to the set. You know, it's another adventure. It's another growth period.
Mine. I forgot what I named mine. The other one, and then. It fucking died.
Roxy or something?
Nah, I don't know. Fucking, I don't know.
After your favorite stripper?
Cece. Nah.
Cece. Do you love me? Are you riding?
But she died, fool, and I had to replace her with this with my mom. She was like, oh, pues yo tengo una que, like, you can put right there, right? And I was just like, nah, I just buy my own. But after investigating the name of the plant and putting it on Google, fucking Google, crazy. They're the ones that I bought were the worst houseplants to buy, right? And that was like 2 cycles of $45.99 right there.
Yeah, these are not the original ones.
Practically. No, Panchita had a stunt double at a point.
Yeah. People didn't know that.
People didn't know that. Like she died first, and then I brought Panchita V2.
Yeah,
and then died, and then this one died, And then now I have...
So we're 3 deep.
Socorro. This is Socorro.
Socorro. Oh, that's my favorite right there.
This is Socorro. Everybody welcome Socorro. Yeah.
Everybody welcome Soco.
Soco. Yeah, who we got? Chuya and Socorro.
Chuya and Soco.
I hope they don't die.
They won't.
Because now 99?
They won't.
You know what I mean?
We got it.
We got it. All right.
We're on. It's part of growth. It's part of that adventure.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And I want to also, like, I don't think anybody that has a homie could do what we do, I guess. Or who gives a fuck, right? But okay. We're 99 episodes deep.
Yeah, fool.
The way that we piggyback on each other,
yeah,
it's a craft that's been worked on.
Oh yeah.
You know, we found each other's rhythm. Oh, yeah. I know when to interrupt you. You still don't know when to interrupt me. You just do it anytime, anywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Cheers to that. Cheers to that. To interruption. Cheers to interruption.
Yeah, but like you were saying, we made a lot of friendships in doing this. And shout out to the 26 followers I've gained in the last 3 years. And that's another thing about the adventure. Like, there's things I say on the pod that I just say because that's what I want to say.
That's it.
And then you make a clip out of it, and then it'll get views and comments. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know people gave a fuck that much.
Your clips are iconic.
Like, wow, these people actually care.
The Curaçao one hit like 30K in TikTok and like a grip of fucking Ks in Instagram. Because it's all right, let's talk, before we get into that talk, I want to acknowledge let's get back to what we've accomplished before we venture into that talk of and that falls into accomplishments, accomplishing views, accomplishing getting people's attention, all that stuff, right? We speak the truth, and not only has the truth has led us to gaining you guys as viewers and making friendships with you guys, we've also accomplished making business partnerships, right? Because one thing that separates us as a podcast, and I'm not trying to suck my own dick here either. I'm not. But we are creative, me and you and I. Like, if we sit down and we put the books down, we are creative. We come up with some cool ass ideas. And that has led us into making these partnerships with I would have never thought in my life to create a partnership with such a huge company like the Cure Company.
Right.
Walking into their facility. Oh, that's Frankie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's Pancho. Oh, those are the little brown boys. Creating these friendships with musicians that are on their venture to becoming stardom. They hit the stardom. Like, I Hate You, Alex is on his way, bro. I have high hopes for him. He's on his way. Roy Rudo on his way. Fool, fucking Crash Indigo on his way. Like, all these people. Chefs, you got Aaron, AS Barbecue, fucking Juan from Go Mafia, and then you have these dreamers too, right? Like, these partnerships that are constantly hitting us up, like, oh, I got this idea, oh, I got this, boom, boom, boom. But we're just me and you, bro, and obviously we're not millionaires, fool, And then I remember when I was first thinking of merch, merch. Like, I want to do something cool, bro. We came out with a partnership with candles.
Mm-hmm.
We came out with our candle, bro. Sick ass food scented candles. And then we were marketing it like, do you want to smell like a sick ass food? Buy this candle.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want your house to smell like a sick ass food's house? Buy this candle. Sold out. Tank tops, summer tank tops. Vice City logo, everything. Sold out. The next venture was into getting, and then at that money, we allowed it to double up. I never took the money to go on our vacation. We never took the money to go to the club. We never did that. We always bought more equipment, bought more this, bought more that. And then these sweaters these were a little late. I'm not gonna lie, because some fucking shipping, COVID and whatever. But these sweaters, people, they sport them, bro, and they send us pictures, and then and those are accomplishments that we were able to do by you guys. Like, you guys allowed us to do that, and we never, like I said, we were never vague, and yeah, sometimes we would we get fucked up on the pod, but it was always we knew what we were doing,
Mm-hmm.
And now we're getting ready to bring you guys a fucking crazy show, bro.
let's relax a little bit.
I'm so
Yeah,
fucking emotional.
let's fucking relax.
Yeah, I'm so fucking ready.
But you bring up a lot of good points. A lot of good points that need to be divided into their own separate points. You're talking about accomplishments and people that we've had on and people that we're going to have on. I want to ask you, what are some of the your favorite guests that we've ever had? Like we've had maybe let's say 50 guests. We've had 100 episodes. Maybe half of them have been guests. Maybe less than half. Maybe like.
Can I tell you something right now, real quick?
Do you know how many guests we've ever had?
No.
It's probably like what, 30 or 40?
Remember we did Heritage Month? We burned ourselves out on guests.
Oh, with the Latino shit?
Yeah, I was like, guess.
Yeah. I was like, let's do it then.
Yeah.
And we'll talk into that.
The details.
Yeah. I just want to ask, like, we've probably had, let's say 30 guests.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
I think 50 is cool.
50?
Yeah,
half?
we've had.
No, in the beginning, we did some just us for a while.
I know.
And then we started
in a garage.
Yeah. We were in my jail cell.
Yeah, fun.
And then we did some in the garage. We did some here, just me and you a lot. Yeah. And then we started introducing guests.
Our first guest was Amy Jimenez.
Yeah.
Running candidate for mayor of Compton.
So I want we've probably had, let's say 30, like a solid 30 guests.
Yeah, all right. Let's say
40, I think
30.
I don't know if it's 40, maybe 35.
All right.
Out of the 35,
who's my favorite?
Maybe not favorite. Maybe give me like a top 5, or because it's not like you can't quantify.
Alfred Robles.
Okay,
that was a very. I didn't know specifically who he was yet. Like I wasn't like a fan, you know. I let me rephrase that. I didn't know what fucking level he was at in comedy until I started investigating and watching his clips and watching his stand up, and then him sharing with so much knowledge with me. Then I started becoming like, oh wow, I'm in front of a presence now. You know what I mean? And I know that might sound bad, like oh yeah, because I'm trying to trying to chase the dream and shit. But it was never like that. I became a fan, and then I became a student. Shout out to him for allowing me to open his show in stand up at the stand up.
Hey, compa, this will open your show, dog. Hey, you let this fool open your show?
Sick ass fool.
Damn.
Nah. But yeah, fool, you saw how I got down, fool. You were there. Yeah. You saw how I got down, fool. Yeah. And then just the opportunity that has come from him being here, sitting down in this hot seat, I would definitely say my favorite guest has been Alfred Robles. Because not only did he bring the heat that episode,
right?
That episode was easygoing. It wasn't on us. It was he chimed in when he needed to chime in. He fucking shared his stories. He gave up. He left a piece here. You know what I mean? Like he didn't just come and was like, "Yeah, I have a show. I have a clothing line. I have a fucking song. I fucking have my ass in my hand." You know? He came in and was like, "Oh, I'm trying to kick it with you fools. Like I'm not just trying to do a podcast. I'm trying to kick it with you fools."
Right.
You know what I mean? And he came in chill, relax. And I think that was my favorite episode.
And we've had a lot of guests. Like right now, I'm trying to think about.
We've had Craig Conan, fool.
Yeah.
Who's on tour with Brendan Schaub right now?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm thinking about the people that I'm trying to think about the people I'm forgetting, because I know we've had guests here, and I can't, because there's been like 35.
Yeah,
I can't think about all of them all right now. So you said Alfred Robles,
number 1.
Any other ones that?
Of course, I gotta give a shout out to my homie Samich. That episode was insanely funny.
Yeah.
Samich and Ivan.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get Ivan to do comedy with us, but he's a fucking bitch.
Yeah, he just doesn't know. He doesn't know.
But he's a very funny individual. Like, we got funny homies.
He knows, but he doesn't know.
Right.
That he's fucking hilarious.
He's hysterical, bro.
And I'm sorry that his mic that day that he was on.
Yeah, it was low.
It was a little low.
It was low,
but that boy got jokes.
That boy is very funny. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite episodes is... I'll give you my top 3. Okay. Alfred, my boys, Ivan and Samich, Smacked and Sin Barrio. And my third one,
This is a hard question.
Yeah, it's very
because
hard.
It's not no shade to anybody else. Like, of course, we appreciate everybody that has come through.
I would say the third one would be I Hate You, Alex, because I created a friendship with him. Like in that episode, like we never met. We didn't know who it was. Right. And then after that, like I've been supporting his music, and I've been interested in his his friendship. That's gay as shit too, dog.
It's all right. We're here to get gay,
dog. You know what I'm saying? I've been like trying to be with around them, right? Because he brings good energy. They're creative.
That whole group. I don't want to call them that whole group.
Yeah, Loose Change. Shout out to Loose Change. Yeah,
but there's that whole movement. It's cool because they're experimental and they're creative and they're paving their own path. Kind of the way we're doing.
Consequence, the music video?
Yeah.
Fire.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, fool, those are my top 3. Alfred, my homies, I Hate You, Alex, and Big Meezy. Shout out Big Meezy. And Soy Perro. Hey, perro.
Hey, perro. What's up, perro?
Yeah, stop saying that word.
Slow key. Like, let it be. You know what I mean? I like it though, dog.
But what are your top 3?
I'm trying to think about the people. I didn't forget, right?
Yeah.
But it's just slipping my mind right now. But I don't know if I have a top 3.
No.
But I'll tell you which one is probably not my favorite, but like the one that I was like, all right, we're doing this.
Right.
Was our first one, Amy Jimenez. For the reason that I told you, nah, let's not do that. You know, our first guest ever, right? Our first guest ever, right? And you were like, oh, she's running for office in Compton. I was like, no. We're not political. Like, but what are you talking about, bro? Like, you want to burn her bridges for her? Like, oh, she's running for government. And they look at her resume and it's like, oh, she did an episode of the Little Brown Boys podcast.
Where did most of your votes come from?
And then, no. Where did your not votes come from? Like, and then they look at her shit like, oh, she did an episode of the Little Brown Boys. And then they look at the episode and I'm over here talking about scratching my ball sack. Like, I didn't want that.
Would you like cilantro no cebolla?
But then you were like, you know what? We're going to do it. It's scheduled. I was like, fuck it. Because I didn't rank it. I was like, let's do it then.
Yeah, that was like, crazy.
Let me get my interviewer hat on. Right. You know, like, let me ask some questions, but still keep it. So that one was cool because it's the first one. Yes. You know, like, I like it because it's the first one, and I said no, and you said yes, and I still did it, and it was good. It was good. Amy's cool as fuck. You know, it's nothing against her. Nothing against her, or you know, but like that was one that I really liked.
Okay.
2.
Fuck.
It already came out.
Yeah.
Is the Joe Barlow one?
No, oh yeah. Joe Barlow was
Alex.
Cool. Yeah. Shout out to our DJ for the sick ass show, man. That was sick.
Because it felt like I was having a podcast with him and not you. Because we were talking about shit that made you uncomfortable. And then V8 was in on it. He was like, I'm down to talk about this shit. So it felt like another facet. Right. You know, like, all right, it's the Little Brown Boys. We're talking about death. And I was like in my bag. And he was too. We were all into it.
You guys got too excited.
And you were shaking like a bitch.
I was, fool, because I don't want to talk about death, bro. I'm barely getting to where I want to be in life.
That's probably why it was also my favorite.
Yeah.
Because it was like, all right, yeah, Frankie needs to fucking get out of his fucking
comfort zone. Yeah, it was very
comfort zone. His little fucking comedic fucking shtick. You know, like let's talk about.
I'm not gonna lie, fool. The conversation you guys had was very uncomfortable. Like not because I'm
you.
Okay, it was very uncomfortable for me. Because
maybe the listeners, who knows? It hasn't came out yet.
Like you guys were deep into like what if this, what if that, and it's like I don't want to live. Like I don't want to think about that. Like we have a show coming up. I want to get to this day because all those possibilities you were talking about could happen that day.
Yeah,
and that's like. And then we're talking about death. Like, they were talking about, like, oh, what if you die like this, that. And then I was like, bro, we have a fucking show to go to. We have a show to do this. We have to do that. Like, that's the anxiety. It was more anxiety than fear. Because I was like, what if I do die? And then this, you know what I mean?
Well, guess what?
That shit was crazy.
Welcome to real world.
That shit was crazy.
That was one of my favorites. But also, I want to say this. Because we drink on the pod.
Right.
a lot of the memories are diluted in my brain. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of shit I forgot, a lot of great moments I know I'm forgetting right now with people that have been here. I know we've had a good time with everybody that's been here.
Definitely, man.
And I don't want to let the fact that we drink that dilutes my fucking memory take from that. So even though we're doing these favorite like guests, I don't want anybody to think that you weren't also like one of my favorites.
Yeah, definitely.
Because everybody that has been here has been my favorite.
Yeah. No, just
except no, I'm just kidding. And we'll get into that later.
We'll get into that a little bit. Like, there's been some guests here that have like that.
Let me tell you before anything. Let me tell you my third one.
Right.
Because I said that the homie Alex Joe Barlow, we're talking about death.
Alex Barajas.
And you were getting anxiety and all this bullshit.
Fuck y'all fools.
Another one of my favorites, bro, was with Jenny Torres, the mental health episode.
Oh, how did I skip that, bro?
Because that one, bro, also is in my bag.
Right.
Like, I don't know if people noticed by now, but I like getting a little intellectual and
philosopher
with it. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that shit. I don't like. This is a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
But we're not just dumb fools.
Shout out to our previous episode, because this is a comedy podcast, bro, and we kind of roasted him, and then he kept going. But yeah, shout out to him. Whatever. That was funny.
It is what it is, bro.
It's a comedy podcast, guys.
But like I said, look, this saying I'm gonna say right now means a lot to me. We're not just dumb fools.
Yeah.
Like, we're not just dumb. Yeah, we act dumb, but we're not dumb. We're not stupid. And we're not just fools.
Broke N-word, rich N-word, dumb N-word, small N-word.
Yeah, we're fools because we come from the Mexicans and shit like that. But we're not just fools.
Don't get it twisted.
The fool community.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. For the Little Brown Boys is intellectual and physical and mental.
There's also been episodes that I don't want to end.
Oh, of
course,
know,
like the one we did. Like, I wish there's episodes that I wish were not an episode. Yeah, that it was like, just a hang. Yeah. Like the one we did with Pocket Change. Mario Rodriguez and AJ Fashizi.
AJ something.
Like, that was dope. I wish we could have just kicked it all day.
First of all, I love Mario Rodriguez, like, to a next level.
Yeah.
Bro.
He's the coolest.
He was the first one to give us like a spot in his comedy show, Idiots United. He was the first one to welcome us as comedians, as real comedians. Like, he treated us as like fam, like, and then we were the first ever mic that we did was with Mario Rodriguez. Yeah. So like, he has a special place in my heart.
Definitely.
And I definitely tell him all the time, like, none of this could have been possible without him pushing us on.
I'm grateful that it was him.
Yes.
And to this day, he's still in the picture, you know?
And
he's gonna be here on
And if I could tell you yeah, he's gonna be here June 4th. Yeah, if I could tell you one thing, not only see him here June 4th, go watch him in his element in front of strangers. Because he's gonna be here with people he knows. But when he does comedy in front of strangers, he's a beast, bro. He's a beast, dog. Like, he's the fastest slinger in the West. You know what I mean? I fucking love him so much, dog. Real talk.
Again, I don't want these little favorite lists to take from anybody's experience here at the studio. It's been a blast with everybody.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I mean?
But it also has been
not a blast. Let's talk about the what the fuck moments.
Oh, man. It's because, like, we try to, like, look, all right, let's I'm going to give you an insight of how we operate with letting people see what we want them to see, right? Because there's a lot of behind the scenes. Definitely a huge, like, there's been times where me and you argue to the point where we're at the brink, you know, like breaking point.
And we'll get into
that. As well. And there's been moments where we invite people and, you know, just like artists and just like anybody else who hasn't been on a podcast, there's an etiquette to this. You know, there's a way of being ready. Like, you got to be ready. Like, there's dead time is the worst time for a podcast, you know? And this is if you're planning on creating your podcast or your platform or even this, you should take notes to this. Like, you should vet your interviewee. Like, you should know who they are, how to interact with them. message them, meet up with them. Oh shit, hit the fucking thing. Yeah, check. There you go. Yeah, we have a timer on the lights, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We can't pay the bills, guys, like that. You know, it's cool. I'll keep this shit in, but like, yeah, you gotta vet your fucking interviewee and know who, like, know when to talk to them, know what they're about and stuff like that. So we've had some very, like, you know, disaster episodes.
Let's before we get into guests and interviewees, I want to talk about our early days of doing the podcast and our fails, like what the fuck moments.
Oh yeah,
I remember one very clearly. We did an episode in the garage at my mom's house. We saved it and it's out there. And then that same day, we're like, let's record another one and let's have my sister and her friends sit in.
Oh yeah,
right. And we did like another 45 minutes with a 3-person audience, right? And by that moment, we were all like drunk, and I remember clicking delete.
Oh yeah,
and like there was no way to recover the media, and that was my first like heartbreak, like
because it was fire.
And yeah, and I remember pressing delete, like and then I was like, no, there has to be a way, like there has to be a way to get this back.
And I left and got drunk as fuck that day.
And that was like the first day that we lost an episode. Yeah. Not mentioning the episodes before that where we got too high and we listened back to the conversation. We're like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, we're like doing stories.
Okay, I got you.
Like, these are fails.
Hold on, I got you on that one though. Let me talk to you about those because I remember specifically. I remember getting stoned. We used to live together in like this little house in Whittier. It had like big land, a pool. It was dope. I actually love that place. But we used to get drunk, fool, because there was a liquor store that had all that IPA bullshit, like fucking stupid ass selection of beer. Like that's what I'm gonna call it. It's a stupid ass liquor store because it had a stupid ass amount of liquor. You know what I mean? And we would buy like 8%, 7.0. Oh, this one's 7.2, fool. You know, we were those guys at a point. Like, we're like, damn, whatever. Drink 2 of those shits, and then we were talking about death and fucking and bury me right, fool. Like, you know,
that was funny.
That was fun. It's still up there. It's still on our YouTube, like the younger days.
That's a bit.
That is very funny. Like, who would want to be buried in a tuxedo? Like, bury me in sweats, dog. You know what I mean? I want to be comfortable at the afterlife. But anyways.
Don't give away my bit.
That was very funny. But
it's right here.
It was it was nuts. It was very nuts, bro. Like we got crazy.
And then there's been times where we sit down to do the pod when it's just me and you and we forget to press record.
Yes.
Or some shit like that. Or remember the first fails, like you ran out of storage.
Right.
Or your phone died.
Right.
Or when we had the camera. Right. And we figured out the camera only records for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So we did 30 minutes with video and 30 minutes no audio.
Yeah.
Like the last 30 minutes was just the little logo.
Yeah.
Remember those fails?
Yeah.
The ones you need to go through.
I'm gonna cry
to figure out production. Later on, we started getting like, I remember there was oh shit. Can we talk about it?
Yeah.
There was a time when some fools from somewhere hit us up.
They're everywhere.
they were coming here though, right, to LA to do I don't know what the fuck.
I hope they're listening too, because I know one of them backtracked on his bullshit and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna follow these fools again." But it's the truth, you know what I mean? Like it's not our fault.
Bro. It happened. So this is what happened. They came through from wherever they're from, and they were doing shit. They were doing shit in the area, and they came through. And we did like a performance like 4 times in the studio, right?
Yeah, Goya episode. The Goya that was our first in studio performance where we put the music in the studio. We made the music play and he performed his song live.
Yeah, and that one worked.
That one worked perfectly. Yeah. Shout out to Goya. Shout out to whatever. Yeah, shout out to Goya, man. That's just sick, fool.
And then later on we did one with other people. And we did it like 4 takes out or 3 takes. I don't know. Whatever the fucking amount of takes it was.
A lot of takes.
We did the takes and then we sat down and had a conversation. And it was great. We had a good conversation. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Turns out the audio's
not
compromised.
Yeah.
It's compromised, you know. So it's not up to audio. Right? It's not up to par.
Yeah.
In the audio department.
And this is where we were barely starting to make noise. We were barely starting to like get people's attention. Like, oh, these guys are different.
We were already here.
Yeah, we were already here. We
with
had like
mics.
We
had everything.
Yeah, but like what I'm saying is that we didn't want to let that episode out because we didn't want to backtrack in quality.
Right.
You know, and we would say that all the time to each other, like quality of audio, quality of video, quality of everything is everything. It's everything. Mm-hmm. At this point, we can't fuck up.
Right.
You know, because we were starting to get that little attention.
Right.
Yeah.
So we record, air quotes, record that episode. I don't know what happened. I don't know if we didn't press record or I don't know, but it was a mess in here. We had like 6 people in here.
Yeah, there was 6 people in here. Yeah.
And turns out it wasn't able to be uploaded because it was not up to par.
A chair broke at a point.
Yeah, like it was just it wasn't meant to be, I guess.
Yeah, there was hot dog casing. They were like
to me, it's all up to God, like
the
higher power. Like, hey, this one wasn't it, you know, and He took care of us.
And you convinced me because I'm a very mentally chaotic person, like anxiety and impatientness and all that stuff. And like I remember going to you like telling you like, what the fuck, fool? And then you were like, hey, fool. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be.
It is what it is at this point.
I think that's why we work together very well because I'll go looking for answers and you have them for you. Just like, that's it. This is it.
What do you want to do?
Yeah. So like, yeah, that episode was crazy.
So we decided not to post it, bro. Yeah. We said it's not going up. We had one in the bank.
Right.
So we weren't like starving for episodes. I don't believe. I don't know. Were we?
No.
I don't know.
No.
And
we've always, us, fool. Like we've learned from our mistakes, fool. We have episodes in the fucking bank.
And they fucking hit us up, and they were like, "Hey," they thought we were lying.
Yeah, no, because I hit them with a lie. I said, "Hey, our what did I say? Our hard drive fucked up." And that fool was like, "What you mean, fool? I know about hard drives, cuz. Let me see your hard drive."
Yeah, that's where it got weird because it's like, bro, like. We're sorry. Ultimately, like we're our bad. You know, like it's ultimately 100% our bad. We wasted your time, but like, what the fuck you want us to do about it?
Yeah,
it's not going up. You know, it's like next time we come through, we'll do an episode.
And we still gave him that option though. Like we still gave him the option. Like next time you're in LA, hit us up. We'll take time from our personal lives to come and fuck with you guys.
Yeah,
but like
it was like nah. It was like, nah, you guys are whack.
Yeah, you guys are whack, this, and that. And then we were like, all right, fool.
Fuck it then.
I'm ready. Look, let me tell you something about.
Fuck it then. Yeah. Hashtag fuck it then.
This fool, yeah, fuck it then. Brush it off your shoulders. But I'm so like about my things that I'm like, I was born and raised like clean your shoes, póntelo allá, take care of your shit. That this is like something that I was like, what the fuck you mean, dog? I was ready to, but then. In retrospect, I said, damn, 1 point for me. Retrospect, sick. But I said like, it's not worth it. We have, and you always tell me this all the time. You always, and this is why we like. I'm gonna say it again, fool. I'm trying to tell you that I love you, fool, in easy ways, right? This is why we work, fool, because you tell me to like, we have so much to go, fool, that you're gonna worry about this little bump in the road.
Right.
The road is endless at this point. You know what I mean? And yeah, like I brushed it off and fucking, hey, fool, my hard drive is fucking shit.
No, I think we have another hard drive now.
Yeah,
because we learned
got from like 3 hard drives already.
We learned through this shit. You know, it's guess what? You were a lesson.
And hard drives aren't cheap, fool. I'll tell you that right now.
And you know what? You're still invited to the stew.
Yeah, you are, fool. Just come hash it out. You know what I mean?
It's nothing personal. It's not personal, bro. It's fucking business. Technological.
It's business.
It's like, hey, fool, it didn't record right. But that's not the first time. I mean, it is the first time. It's not the last time. I remember we did a episode with La Smilf.
Oh, shit.
Angela Cortez. Angela Corza. Angela Corza. We also fucked something up there, but at that point, we were like, you know what? Nah. We need to put her shit out.
Yeah, because that's a homegirl, fool. And you know what? let's get her on back, bro.
Anybody that's been on could probably get on back.
Serio.
Like I was telling, like this is what you said. We have 1 million episodes to go.
Yeah.
Why are we thinking about one?
Right.
Like if we're gonna do this podcast, we're gonna probably do it for a while. You know, like there's 1,000 million episodes to go.
1,000 million, dog.
Talk to us in a few years when you're more like shit to say. Like you got more shit to say. Come through. Say
and
it.
Shout out to Angela Corza because we actually filmed a skit with her that didn't get aired either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we didn't release it because again it wasn't to par. Like we didn't know what we were doing.
It wasn't her fault. It was our fault.
It was our fault. Like we didn't know how to film a skit. We didn't know how to do anything.
But shout out to her for working with us.
Exactly. And she brought her kid and she brought her sister. Shout out to her whole family. Like, when we tell you guys that we've gone through trial and error, it's not like I forgot my phone. No. We've gone through processes of things and fucked up and scrapped. And it hurts. It definitely hurts. It fucking hurts.
You sound like a bitch in therapy, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
No, it does hurt, fool. Like I was like, man, that fucking opportunity was sick. But then we came out with the photo shoot and everything, and everything costs like money and stuff like that. And it's like at the end of the day, like I was like, fucking whatever. It still came out as positive, you know.
Yeah. Everything's positive.
Everything's
in my book,
yeah.
In my book, everything is positive. I want to talk about.
Hold on, let me take a pee though.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, we've been through a lot of things, you know, and it's crazy that we do every episode together, whether it's guests or not guests. We're always here together, and we've been through all kinds of shit. I mean, there's been times where we almost fought.
Yeah.
Where we almost fought doing, like, not even fought, like, it's just creative differences. You know, you have your ideas, I have mine in the beginning, and then there's been times where like, nah, motherfucker, like what?
No, but yeah, like when it comes down to like teamwork and like knowing when to step down, I've definitely learned from this project. Yeah,
I swear, if you haven't almost got down with your co-host, he's not your co-host. She's not your co-host. It's not, because
and then we've done it in front of guests too.
The fact that we could fucking be like that and still do it. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. And that leads me to like my next subject, my next topic is like, I'm pretty sure people have this question. People that listen to us or people that know us probably have this question. Like, how do you guys know each other? Like, where'd you guys meet? So maybe we can give the people a little bit of a backstory on how the fuck we know each other.
On Grindr.
Imagine? You know, because we didn't meet each other through comedy. We didn't meet each other through Craigslist.
Nah.
We didn't meet each other through MySpace. Like,
nah, we met.
Where the fuck we at?
We met in Marco Antonio Fireball High School.
Yes, sir, skis.
Lynwood, California, bro. We met in high school, dude. And
I'm trying to think about the first conversations we ever had.
We were party animals back then, though.
Yeah. We used to skate.
We used to skate together. We had mutual friends. I went to elementary with one of your best friends, and I think he introduced us. Yeah. And then I don't know how, technically, I don't remember because I was fucked up almost half the time, all the time. But we started, like, our sense of humor was our introduction.
I guess that's the real introduction.
Yeah. Our sense of humor, like, we would roast people together.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it was when we used to go party.
Yeah.
You used to have a car or a truck.
Yeah.
The Paloma. And we used to be rolling together like almost all the time.
Yeah.
It was me, you, and then whoever wanted to roll with us.
Yeah.
And I remember we used to go to these parties.
Yeah.
And we used to go to these parties.
Yeah.
And we used to stand on the wall with whatever it was, right? Either it was a blunt, a 40, or Nas balloons.
Yeah.
We used to sit there and just scope everything out.
And just talk shit.
And we'd be like, look at this fool. Look at that bitch. You know? And I think that's how it started. I think, and then after that, I think we started doing like DJ sets.
Yeah, we started DJing together too as well. Like, and then this is illegal party, backyard party. Yeah. You know, drugs everywhere. Blah. And yeah, of course we partook in some activities, you know, I'm not gonna lie. No. But we always had each other's back. And then those experiences also enforced that. reinforce that because I'll fucking like I'm always gonna fall, and you'll be like, oh shit, the homie,
Yeah,
you know
the
what I mean?
homie,
And then I'll be like, I was more the erratic one. You always had composure. I fucking was the
Thank
one.
you.
I was always the one that was like, Frankie, where the fuck are you going? And I'm
Yeah,
like,
what the fuck you doing, bro?
fucking
No, fool.
yeah, that.
Chill the fuck out.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
like it was like cause we wouldn't just like joke about people at parties.
Yeah.
It was at school.
It was at school nonstop.
We could be at a fucking like
A serious
like a meeting or something.
Yeah.
I remember we went to your family party or like a family party of yours.
Yeah.
And I think I went with you. It was a Halloween.
Oh,
and I think we took like a 30-pack of brews.
And it was whack.
We got there. We put the beer in the cooler. We ate food, and we stood there. And we're like,
"It's just whack."
Hey, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So I went to the cooler and put the beer back in the.
Yeah, we out here with 24
we
beers.
The fuck out of here.
And then we were just like mocking. Like I think we used to just mock everything. Like everything was a joke.
Yeah,
it still kind of is, but now we're old, so now we have to have a little bit of traza. But like back then, it was everything is fair game. And I don't care if it's like your mom, your sister,
everything's fair game.
And likewise, like everything, I don't care if it's fucking a disabled kid. I don't care if it's somebody going through tragedy.
Sometimes I wish I was a disabled kid, dog.
We just fucking mocked everything.
Yeah.
And it was funny that we used to mock shit like in inside jokes.
Yeah.
So it wasn't we were mocking people and people would know. We would just mock each other, like mock shit with like noises.
Yeah. We would make like it would be like yeah, it would be like
ooh. Like just simple shit like that. We used to just know.
But we would be dying laughing. And like I remember when that Tom Ford song came out.
Yeah.
The Tom I don't rock pop Molly, I rock Tom Ford.
Yeah.
They would be like, what we sat in the car, we were like, I'll pop
yeah, I'll pop my time fit. I'll pop my pam pam. I'll pam pam the pam pam. And we just die. Like I don't know what the fuck is funny about that, but we just be like, I'll pop my pam pam. And then people would look at us like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, what's wrong with these two fools at this quinceañera? And we'd just be dying.
And then not only that, your sister asked us to be her chambelanes.
Yeah.
And then like I remember she had a gay
homie.
A gay what was it?
Choreographer.
And he would like on, and we were old at that time. We were like what, 20,
18?
Yeah. I was like 20. No, we were 18 and she wanted
maybe we were 20.
Yeah, around there.
She was 15, we were 20.
Yeah,
we were
20. Yeah. You're right. And like we were at the brink. Like I remember I was like doing illegal activities and being like all that chacafu. And I remember he would be like, "Oh, and here are your poppers. At the end, you're gonna do poppers." And then we all gathered, like the homies, shout out Rafa and all the homies. Like we were like, fuck these poppers, fool. We're popping Moet, dog.
Yeah, we had bottles.
Yeah, so like at the end, at the very, very, very the showtime, the very end.
Yeah.
So showtime isn't even like a new thing for us, fool. We were always decent when it came down to pressure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So showtime came and we had like snuck into the facility, like the Moet bottles underneath the table, and then fucking the time came and we popped out the champagne, cuz.
It's a little brown boy quinceañera.
Yeah, bro. This isn't even your fucking quinceañera.
Yeah, so this whole podcast has been in the bubbler for years.
It's been in the rice cooker, bubbling. You know what I mean? It's been in the fucking.
You know
pan.
what? You've always been a funny fool to me.
Yeah,
like, I think that's why we're like friends, because you're funny to me. Like there's very little people that I could have the roast session that like I have with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. We
like,
go forward.
I don't think I could talk shit about anything like I talk shit about with you. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we could be sitting down. Like we could literally be like we've done this at work. We know where we have a lot of downtime. Like we could be sitting down and we could be scrolling through our phones. And I'll show you a picture. And then you go forward.
Yeah.
And then I go forward.
Right.
And then you go forward.
It's just a riff.
Yeah, and then we start like and then at the point like where we're just talking about different things, but still riffing.
Right.
You know.
So I want to ask you this. I got 2 questions to ask you.
Damn, am I gonna cry? I'm gonna cry.
Nah, I hope not,
All
bitch.
right. That's gay.
Number 1, I want to like, where do you think you get your comedy from? Like, where do you think you get your funny from? Like, what made you funny? What made you want to be funny? Like,
all right. So, in my belief of what funny is, or what comedy is, because those are 2 different things.
just what makes you?
What makes me funny?
Yeah. Why do you?
Then I'm imperfect. Then
why
I'm
do you
imperfect.
follow my lead in riffs? Like, or
Okay.
no, not that's not the good question. Where do you think you got your comedy from? Where do you think you got your sense of humor from? There you go.
Oh,
where do you think you got your sense of humor?
I actually don't know, but I think I got my sense of humor from my dad's brothers. Because I used to, I was a thayre baby. You know what I mean? You know what a thayre baby is?
Yeah.
Like, I was that little dirty kid. Like, you know.
You're like the Tiger Woods of mechanics.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, like, pásame 3/4. And I was like 9 years old. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and
I
you
know.
Just hear the jokes.
Yeah, I would hear the jokes and I would see the riffs and I would crack up.
Kind of like the construction worker.
Yeah.
Like El Albur.
Yeah. I remember there was this Rottweiler named JoJo. She was a female Rottweiler and she never, and I tweeted it recently because I had that flashback. Like, I don't know where I seen some kids playing soccer in like a fucking industrial area. And I was just like, fuck, that was me. But with JoJo, like, I would kick the ball and JoJo would go find it, you know, get it and bring it back, right? And to answer your question, fool, yeah, I was a thayre baby, you know, like my dad would be like, I'm the first boy in my family, and my dad would take me to his job and on the weekends and stuff like that. So then on the weekends I would hear the albur, you know what I mean? Like, and my dad's a mechanic, fool, from like, you know, from a very young age. So these fools were heavy duty, you know what I mean?
Dirty jokes.
Like, one fool would be missing a finger, and they'd be like, oh, pues méteme el dedo, güey. You know what I mean? That type of shit.
Dirty
you know?
jokes.
Dirty ass jokes. And like, I would sit there and I would crack up because I'd be like, but how? Because he doesn't have a finger. Like, how is he going to make you?
That's the joke.
That's the joke. But I would piece it together. But I sat in so many Aerostar van seats. You know what I mean? Just the seats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I slept.
Hot ass sun.
I slept in so many Trans Am fucking like reclined, like, you know, seats in the thayre. I remember waking up one day. This is a story that I want to share because I've been trying to make it into a joke. I remember one time my dad was faded, and we had the Aerostar van and it was stick shift, and he bought me a midnight Happy Meal. Like, it was midnight, fool, and I was eating the fries, fool, and I remember I'm still remember this. I remember dozing off, and it felt like we hit like a roller coaster, like, you know, like a, and he hit a fucking fence. He was so faded that he hit a fence, and I was so panicked, fool, because I think that's where my anxiety started coming from, fool, because I was so panicked that I was like, you hit the, like, to me the car was like our fucking prized possession because it took us to place, right? So then my dad the next morning, fool, after we got home, fool, because I was so panicked, then he put me to sleep. He like, shh, he put me to sleep, and then the next morning we had a white fender. You know, so he got up early as fuck,
changed it,
went to the yonke, and fucking changed it.
Nice.
And so we had a brown Aerostar van with one white fender.
Okay. And
my mom was like, ¿Qué pasó? And I still remember that domestic violence runs deep in my roots. So, like, you know, I remember that fight, and I remember that fender, and I remember that Happy Meal. So,
can I ask you a deeper question?
What?
What's your favorite part about comedy?
The joy.
The joy.
Yeah, I like seeing people happy, bro. Even if it causes my misery. You know what I mean? Like what I just talked about right now. That was a literal joke right now. Like, I think comedy to me, I don't want to cry, fool. I've lived a really dark life at a point in my life. That comedy to me has been a fucking tool of mine to see the light.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even when I was in jail, I was making people laugh, but inside I was hurting. And I think right now, with this project and everything that we've done, fool, and all this joy and all, like, that's why I seek it so much. So to me, comedy has been my therapy, has been my love, has been my hug in society. So the best part of comedy is seeing people laugh. And I got to witness that in front of 160 people recently. And that was amazing. That was like everything to me. I've worked so hard, fool. You know how hard I work on this project. To see that is fucking nuts, dog. I didn't want to cry, dog.
Okay, bro. Like, way to make it
Fuck
weird. Awkward. No, that's good, bro. That's why I wrote the questions down.
Fuck you and your fucking stupid ass diary.
And we're at fucking episode 99.
Yeah, so like if you want me to fuck, man, you really hit the fucking nerve on that one.
I think we get it, bro. I think we get it.
Yeah. Yeah, joy. I'm broken. I'm a broken human being, fool. Joy is all I seek, and watching people laugh at my comedy, and watching people like comment, and watching people, share our shit, and obviously, it's a business too, and it's very like competitive out here, but watching hundreds and thousands of people enjoy our content, it definitely brings a fucking, like, it takes the monkey off my back and just be like, all right, fuck it, like, we're doing something right?
And that's why we're here at episode 99. The episode before.
You're a fucking bitch for that fucking question, dog. Because you knew I was gonna cry, fool.
No, I didn't, bitch. The fuck? How did I know? I didn't know. I just wrote it down, bitch. You know what? You always tell me to write shit down. It's my first time writing shit down.
I know.
And here we go.
Stop interviewing me, though.
I'm not interviewing no more, bro.
Right.
I wasn't even trying to interview, bro.
That shit fucking hit.
I was hoping you would ask me the same question.
I am.
But no. I just want to say that's why we're here. This is the 99th episode. And the next episode that the people listen to is going to be recorded live. Yeah. We're throwing a show.
Yeah.
Like, we talked about milestones. We talked about our favorite guests. We talked about fails. We talked about tribulations. We talked about how adventurous this has been. And we're moving on to the next, like, thing, right?
No, motherfucker. I want to ask you one question, bro.
Okay. Did you write it down?
Do you love me, fool? Nah, just kidding.
Obviously, fool, no.
I want to ask you, fool. Did you ever think it would get this big to this point? From when we started. Think about when we started. Yeah, you did think, huh?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Because I understand that whatever you invest your time in is going to grow. So when we committed to doing an episode every week, I was like, if we do this, if we do an episode every week and we intentionally grow, it's going to be this. I didn't expect anything less than this. I expect more. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't see this and be like, it's whatever. Like, it's not going to do nothing.
Yeah, I'm here, fool.
Yeah. Like, maybe that's my attitude, but I know that if we put in the time and work, it's going to be something, like, worth having.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I did expect it. And I expect more. This is nothing, bro. This is shit. I don't know why you're crying right now. Like, this is nothing, bro.
Fuck. Yeah, bro. It's just,
Are you going to cry every time we hit a milestone?
Every time. Every single time.
Fuck that, bro. We got a lot of work to do.
Welcome to the Chillon podcast.
We have a lot of work to do, bro.
Yes, sir.
Because this podcast game is very competitive, but it's not. Because we're in our own lane, and I believe in us, and that's it. Like, there's a million podcasts out there. More than a million. But we're the ones doing this one. This is our, like, thing,
Right.
So, yeah.
All right. Here
Now
goes.
let me get back to what the fuck I
No,
was
let
saying.
me ask you. You
Oh,
asked
you
me
have
two
another?
questions.
Okay,
You asked me two questions. I
All
cried.
Let me
I
see.
cried on the mic.
I'm not gonna cry, bro.
I'm trying to get you to cry, cuz.
I'm not gonna cry.
Nah.
I cry too much.
Right.
I cried my tears.
Have you ever stumbled across like someone that has brought you down, like by doing this? Like, have you ever came across someone that was like that changed your mind or changed your opinion on what your projects or your passion?
You're asking me the wrong questions, bro. Cause no,
Right?
nah, I don't let people get under my skin.
No, I just want to see. I'm asking you the right questions because I want you to fucking flourish on how solid you are, fool.
People are gonna think I'm a fucking douchebag. Like, did you think for yourself doing it? Yes. Like, do people ever fuck with you? No. Like, nah, bro. No.
I just want people to make. I want to make you cry, but I can't. Sorry.
I don't
I'm
like.
a dumbass.
I personally, I don't care about
Opinion?
what people think about me, bro. Like, and this is before doing the podcast. This is back when I used to do dance.
Yeah.
I used to wear a thong.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever worn a thong?
Nope.
Exactly. Who the fuck are you to tell me about anything, bro? I worn a thong for doing shit that I want to do.
Yeah, and you were sick as fuck, fool.
Like, I wanted to do that, and I wore a thong for that.
Yeah, I bought you roses one time when you performed.
Yeah. Who the fuck are you to
what
tell
are you
me?
talking about?
Not you. Anybody else.
Oh, I'm like, damn, bro.
Anybody else. It could be my parents. It could be people I just met. It could be my lady. Like, they don't know how I feel.
Right.
And what makes me happy.
And I think that takes
and the sacrifices or the shit I'm willing to do, like, you don't know.
And that's what I wanted to hear.
So don't fucking, you could judge me. Have a fucking field day. Ask me if I give a fuck.
Right.
No. You know, we're gonna do this live episode.
Yeah. Come correct.
And we're doing it the way we want to do it.
Right.
And whoever shows up, shows up. I haven't looked at the RSVPs. I haven't looked at nothing. I haven't looked at the comments, the numbers, nothing of this podcast for a while. Just because it's me and you.
Yes, sir.
And whoever decides to help us or whatever. But that's that.
Yeah, let's talk about the show, man. Let's talk about the show, man. We have
a show coming up.
We have a fucking.
The next time you see us or hear us, it's gonna be live
on stage.
It's episode 100. Me and Frankie and I have decided to record the podcast live.
Yes.
Here in Lynwood.
Yes.
At a location. If you want to come through, just DM us,
right,
and we'll send you the address.
You might stand in the back, but
you're welcome. Everybody's welcome. The RSVPs are closed by the time you hear this.
Yes.
But if you want to come through, DM us, and we'll give you the address. We just don't want to put it on the internet.
Right.
So look, DM us if you want to come through, and then you come through.
The significance of this first show that we're throwing is because we want to see where we're at, like trying to, get people to come to us and interact with us. Like, we want you guys to have a good time with us. And like, we're not celebrities, man. We're not like this. One time, fool, I'll tell you this, bro. One time, I went to like this event, and some fool was like, sign my shirt. And he gave me a Sharpie.
You didn't even know how to sign your name?
I gave my like I was signing like a fucking receipt at Chase.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Real quick,
fool. I gave him my actual signature. But and then he's like, nah, fool, I fucking love your podcast and this and that. And that has happened to me, fool. There's times where I'm walking down the street, beam, bro, boo, and I'm gone, bro. And I'm like, who the fuck was that?
Yeah.
I'm very fucking, I'm short. I wear glasses. I wear the same clothes all the time. Same. So I'm very recognizable,
I hate doing laundry.
I suck at doing laundry, bro.
So
my shit still stinks. But anyways, yeah, like we're not celebrities. So like, we want you guys to come, man, hang out with us, share your thoughts. There's been times where we've been together and somebody has asked us, I want to do this. I want to do that. How do I start? The fucking answer is simple. just do it, bro. Nike that bitch. Fool QB and Nike that bitch, bro.
Mhm.
That's literally the answer. So by that saying that, like, come hang out with us. We're gonna have one of like all these relationships that we built, these friendships, is through the podcast. So the Go Mafia, for example, Juan, shout out Juan Garcia. He has traveled the world cooking, right? And he's based here in fucking Compton, bro, off Bullis, and you know, and he has taken his father's recipe from his family's recipe, his family's recipe, and has added to it. And he's a passionate person when it comes down to his items. You know what I mean? His cooking style, everything. He started his own podcast. He has gotten his own sponsors. He has manipulated these recipes and still kept it traditional, but still like experimented. You know. So you're talking to like a mad scientist when it comes down to fucking birria, right?
Plus, he's a regular at Smogsburg's.
Smagisburger.
He's a regular right there.
Yeah, he's there every Sunday. You know how hard you have to work to be a regular at Smogisburg? You have to get up at 6, 4, earlier, 5 in the morning, have your items already ready to go. He has a solid team. He has his mother working with him. He has he all I have to say about his food is that it's delicious and you can taste the hard work in it, because he's not only bringing you flavors, he's bringing you things that you like. Where the fuck is this item from? Pepita seeds, you know what I mean? Like, and it's an honor to have him here. It's really an honor because he's just a guy that the universe has aligned us with, that I'm really honored to call a friend.
Right.
You know
and
what I mean?
The universe has aligned us in many ways.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna have drinks by Rim Drip, right? The little homie's got his own Rim Drip on 7-Eleven, all these stores. Rim Drip doing his own pop-ups, doing his own collabs, his own designs, merch. And then there's fucking compassionate caregivers. What is it? CCC? What is the CCC?
City Compassionate Caregivers.
City Compassionate.
Hold on, go back to my boy Rim Drip real quick, bro, because it's not. Yes, he has his items in the 7-Eleven here in Lynwood, bro, but he does everything out of his home kitchen, and the amount of hard work it takes to make lemon juice itself, natural lemon juice, you'd be surprised. You know?
Yeah.
Squeezing to make one big ass tub.
And limes are
expensive. Fool. And like you said, he designs his own logos.
Yep. Our logos too.
Our logos. He's done many different high-end companies' logos. And he's just a young man. Like, he's way younger than us. And I think, like, I really, really respect the man. Like, he's a young man. I really, really respect him, bro.
Yeah.
You know, because he's thriving for something bigger. He has ideas. He designed. We didn't ask for the baseball T-shirt design. He designed it himself. Yes, we sold out, and yes, we cut him in you know, we gave him a cut, and like, just the fact that, like, we have people on our backs that like, hey, bro, I've been thinking about you guys. And this and that, and here it is. This is my project for you guys. Boom. He's A1, number one supporter of the podcast. He's been Rim Drip is in all 7-Elevens practically here in Lynwood, and I can't be more happy than to announce that he's gonna be serving you guys some of the firest micheladas from Lynwood.
Yep.
Mixed drinks, palomas, the bandera shots, and you are a fucking number one, like exhibit A.
Yeah.
They get you fucked up. But anyways, yeah, like, I'm just happy to have these people behind our back to come enjoy their time with us.
Thank you for getting into the detail about Rim Drip. You know, I didn't mean to glaze over it at all. But also, like, city care compassionate caregiving cabrones. Shout out to them too, dog. They gave us a production value.
Yes, sir.
You know, they invested in our
yes,
event.
Sir.
And this is all community based. This is all like literally 5-10 miles away.
Yes, sir.
We're not asking fucking what is that? Pube trimming Manscaped. We're not asking Manscaped. We're not asking fucking
Easy Fresh.
Easy. We're not asking Blue Chew.
Yeah. Like
we're not asking. We're just working with.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So I'm really excited for people to come through and I mean the amenities is just like the introduction to the show. Not only do we have people from the community helping us out with the food, the drinks, and the goodie bags, we have some of the best comedic talent in the area right now.
Yeah, man.
Like people like
solid
Mario Rodriguez,
my boyfriend,
Elias Cepeda, the Seated Entertainer, aka
Sick Ass Cholo.
We got Adam Chong,
another sick ass fool.
Roger Smith is gonna host the whole thing.
Oh, let me take it. Can I intervene with Roger Smith? Yeah, Roger Smith is one of the first. It handles Big Chillin'.
Yep.
And it's one of the first comedic facilities that let us rock the stage, right? And one of the best sets I've ever had has been at Big Chillin'. In front of at least like 30, 40 people. To me, that's an accomplishment. And Amy Jimenez was there, and I gave her a badass shout out. So Big Chillin', Roger Smith's going to host the event. And he's a great comic, great actor, great musician también. You know what I mean? Talented motherfuckers are going to be doing this shit.
And then we have a headliner.
Yes, sir. She's been touring with probably one of Lynwood's favorite comics. You know, Felipe Esparza. She did Netflix as a joke. She's a woman in comedy pushing boundaries. You know what I mean? Her jokes are fucking hilarious. And I feel like we relate to her. Cause she's a homegirl. Gabby Lamb, bro. Gabby Lambert. Yeah, from the Tea Time podcast, you know. Bro, this show is very, very stacked. That's stacked, bro. That's a stacked lineup, bro.
And not only do we have the food, the drinks, the goodie bags, the comedy show, the main event of this whole thing is for us to record the 100th episode live with the audience.
Yes, sir.
There's going to be moments where we interact with the audience, you know, a little Q&A maybe.
We'll Depending on how cómo se comportan.
Yeah, we'll see how it is. But it's going to be a good-ass time. I already know.
And this is our first show.
There's no way it's not going to be a good time.
This is our first show. You know what I mean? This is how, like, I just tweeted that. Like, do you know how hard we work to bring you this? Like, it's insane. And, like, it's not only, you know, I cried on the mic. Fool, you know, call me a fucking little bitch. I don't give a fuck. But that's how much you guys mean to me. Like, you guys mean a lot. Like, to bring you something fucking this big it really means a lot to me. And to invite you guys and for you guys to enjoy your time with us. And shout out to whoever's not going to come. Don't think that you're going to miss your fucking opportunity to hang with us. This is the first of many. This is the first of many, to be honest, bro.
I just like the way you said that.
Sorry.
Shout out to everybody who's not going to be here.
Yeah, shout out to fucking... You guys have a fucking bautizo to go to because it's a Saturday. That's a cracking ass day.
That's a good one.
June 4th, fool? Summer? Saturday?
Are you nervous?
Nah, I got it, fool.
You're not nervous?
I got it in the bag.
I mean, we got what, like 2 weeks or a week and a half?
Do you want me to stand outside on the stage right now?
Nah. So you're not nervous? I think I'm gonna get nervous. Like
I'm worried about you.
The fuck?
I rock the stage.
Why am I nervous about you?
I might cry.
I feel like I got it, bro. I got this, bro.
I might cry.
This in the bag, bro.
I might cry.
I've sold out a theater. I've sold out a theater.
Yeah, you have.
3 days in a row.
You have. I forget.
And I've been in a thong.
3 days in a row.
3 days in a row. No, actually more days than that. Because you got a tech rehearsal
week. You didn't take it off after the show?
You got a tech week, bro. I had 3 thongs that I could rotate in a week.
Why are they not framed?
Because, nah.
Why are they right here, bro?
They got spots.
I gave them away as trophies.
Yeah, dog. So don't be worried about me, bro.
You know what? This. Let me tell you how much
60 people ain't shit to me, bro.
Oh, word.
That's 2 classrooms. That's 1 assembly to me right there. That's a detention right there.
Nah, there's going to be way more than that.
I hope it is. But yeah, did I say this already? The RSVP's closed.
But if you really want to come, send us a DM.
We'll give you the address.
We'll give you the address, but you might stand and you might not get a snack
bag or a snack. I mean, hey, but come through for the real thing. The real thing, the main objective is to record the 100 episode live.
Yeah.
So that's the main objective. Everything else is for you guys.
Yeah, everything else is for you guys to enjoy. Get to meet some.
If you don't come, if you get here late, that's on you. But get here for the episode.
And with that, I think we're done with this episode, bro. 99 episodes, bro. I want to tell you right now, Mike, bro, on screen. I don't tell you this off screen because, showtime. But I love you, man.
I love you too, bro.
I love you a lot.
And if I didn't love you, I don't think I would be here. Honestly.
Socorro. I love you too. You've been holding. Hey, bro. I feel like when I'm in here, she throws out the most oxygen.
Best.
Like she's like, you know what I mean? Like to you, motherfucker.
Here, breathe. Why are you holding your breath?
Yeah, because I'd be editing this bitch. I'd be like, fuck.
Hell yeah.
So with that, we'll leave you, man. And the next time you see us, we're
gonna be on stage.
And then after that, 101, another venture.
101.
And just to give you guys a heads up, we're changing this whole dynamic after 100. The whole dynamic is gone. So you'll be seeing a whole new... You might not even... The name might change. You never know.
But if you made it this far in this episode, make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe.
The name not going to change, though.
Hey.
We love you.
Put the notification button.
I never say this on mic. You always say it.
I love these people.
I love you guys. You guys give me a purpose, and comedy has given us opportunities that I never imagined. So thank you guys.
There it is. You heard it here first.
Bye.